In 2021, I come from an investigation of Caroline Detention Center and I take all down. Hidalgo, Washington, Samuels, a pedophile, Sutherland. We all raped females there. They did that. I left my house and I wanted to go to our house in Georgia and visit my wife's grave, who now has another one part on her ass. So that, how do you explain that on a Memorial Day funeral? Now, they also blocked an evacuation route from Luxembourg. Tina not only said 3 p.m. Friday the 9th, 3 p.m. Luxembourg. There's 2 bases in Luxembourg. She didn't mention the original name. So she gave always 1/10 of the information. That bitch always was talking like that. Now, she also immediately asked how she don't mention that information she didn't say. And that was given the 26th of January, and that was taken by Selena and Oliver Vloot, the guy who is identified on the Star Maker account of now Rosalinde B, what was Black Arma and Fabiana, her, where the dead clown has been shown. So they could say what? That I was a bum and a migrant because I started working from out of a tent. I was kicked out. They started doing this. A green caddy stopped and gave me a military bag, sleeping bag, and a hat, and a coffee. That's how it started. I asked kindly to a restaurant like a bill if I could sleep there, where they started violating females like the sheriff and all, when I was not there, because that was still connected. When I started slapping and attacking them one by one and hit, they couldn't handle that and they wanted to make it VR fun. They asked all young guys there to film it and plant it on YouTube, because I was on the street with a 3D template. Now, that was January 2021, man. I now stay with approval of after attack after attack after attack, stabbing, attacking, then overturned, alcoholics, drug addicts. I didn't do drugs, I didn't do alcohol. No, they wanted to be higher. They want to dominate. They want to feel authorized against a solid agent. And they think we place you low, meanwhile steal your ID. The 145 identity thefts on passports in threefold and double, as did Middleton, Mervis and Middleton, was done with the help from Linda. But all the people they attacked, they also identity theft. So how many more passports has Linda provided on other people, like MI6, next to the 145 next to me, April 25, 2021? That's something you need to check. The attack on the bank, 9 times walking in my bank of UK, violation of my bank card, saying it was a Belgian one, January 11, that was used in Antwerp and Brussels. The hack of my bank of UK or US with 150 million. Informed by Camilla, deployed by Camilla. She was attacked, she was threatened. Help stopped. Help stopped. Now, in Calais, I didn't have electricity. I went to the church to charge. I didn't even have a phone anymore. Everything was stolen. My tablet, my Galaxy that I had in the hospital in Rovaniemi. The laptop that Canada blocked, my music on, like Badam and Please Don't Leave Me, my rap songs, pictures of me and Fabiana, invoices of Ennio Morricone, 2012, done over the KVK of Holland. That's the business I started in 2007. And next to another business I wanted to start that was also sabotaged with a loan of 30,000 of the Dutch government. Then you see that when you're targeted, man, they want to bring you down and down and down. Then they're going to say that you are not findable in the system, like October the 13th. So I stay now in a field as the embassy of the UK had to give a house. A diplomatic, yes, my status still is diplomatic. They didn't. They also denied the attack of May 11 at night with a screwdriver. And 2 people missing. Danilo Griotti and another girl that I don't have contact with anymore from Calais. So my guess is they wanted to stab Muriel and Danilo and that other girl, and they wanted to let me go down for it. So I couldn't leave Calais. That was the plan. That didn't work because I fight. And that's not the first time. After losing a wife and kids, they think to plant in Belgium under a Maria Middleton with a birthday so-called 21 October 77. Fabiana was not from 77. Fabiana was from 1981. So, no matter how they think to get the name Middleton or whatever, and then an SIS not calling, an Australia not calling, they want to come close and they think to Ionic. So they always think this. You see each other in the garbage bag, I give you, you have to ask, can I have a cigarette? They give you 2. At that point you would think, I need my passport, I need my paper. But that don't work, man, because that's all fucking blocked. Abused. I saw guys on the bar at Parc Richelieu swap a full fucking briefcase of cash in costumes against each other. They updated it against openly acting as. And they are not even close to that. And not even mentioned how the cops react when they so-called come identify you 77 times with 5 bitches. To threaten a judge like ICC and he gets attacked because he didn't give the shit that he said he was gonna be. Also Ionic. And I'm sorry ma'am, I'm done with Ionic. There is nothing better than old school and fucking real life contact just like a sherry does. Because that brings you somewhere. If they don't do it, I'm not in. And they may call me a bum and incompetent and whatever they want. And smack with old statuses that they so-called try to plant on me as mental. What I won in court as illegal injection of psychotropics with legal investigation status, and they also left me hanging there. They never showed up. They never showed up. They let you go through the rot yourself, and then they think now we can keep using that shit. Now, I wouldn't want 600 million from Belgium if I didn't want my courts. My RRN would not have this fucking long list of court orders against them that the new boy has to ask consul on a involved guy who didn't dare look me in the eye straight. You immediately saw he couldn't. The lies, man. A guy who understands was like, they try to, they can't act. That young boy was, what do we do now? What hell? When other names are not found, like in France, still ex-day ferry Middleton Mervis. And they said, the Angleterre, the American. But in the car, that was like, the Polonia, the Albania, the Tega. Yeah. Because I bivaced from a tent. UN did exactly the same, sending cash to the United States, giving houses in my name to other dicks, and a boat that got stolen with an attack on Olivia, who hired me and asked me to assassinate one in the building with a vortex rotation laptop. And here I am in Holland now with approval from an economic owner in a tent, collecting cans. As I don't have access to my bank, I need to be in my bank with a federal paper that stated that my bank was abused and my ID, and then I can free my bank. So my bills are paid, my electricity, my fucking water, my taxes. Very nice. Who do I pay that for? Do I want to sleep in my bed, or do you think I want to camp in a fucking winter in a fucking field in Amsterdam? Because I cannot enjoy my own fucking wage or royalties. Amsterdam Dance Event is here. I'm in Amsterdam. I'm a DJ. Wanted to go back to music. Ask, very sweet, please send me my music then, or the MP3s, the WAV files, so at least I can go to Amsterdam Dance Event and pay safeguard so I can finally maybe buy food, because the cans are getting lower, it's winter. And they want to drain again. And then you hear no reaction from no single country. And they all say this, we follow this one, we follow this one. United States play that ball, UK play that ball. They always follow somebody, but nobody steps up. An external source of cash, man, is the easiest to fucking provide in any way that doesn't have to come from one embassy when you have 2 fucking nationalities. And that was already US and UK to start with. No, that always had to be America. Then it had to be UK. Now I decided to go to Australia, and that's connected to UK. And I see the result. Because Linda Carter nicely was stitching everything when I had one message. And I don't take Ionic. Within 6 days you have help. And it's not gonna be from Schiphol. You should have seen the fraud cops drive around there and look around like they would crawl out of the fucking sewer. That's how paranoia these guys are when finally somebody arrives. Now, a few days ago, I'm on my bike and I meet an English lady in a Dutch car. And I think this: you MI6 bitch, you're fraud. Everything around you here, fraud. That bitch would have been legs open in a police station, stabbed to death, beaten to fucking pieces for her fucking phone and whatever in that fucking car already. If that was a solid one. That's now what I experience. This is now what they... And that gonna say here, oh, he's okay, he's fine. A blonde fucking vash. I saw that so much in Calais. I learned. I ain't stupid. Now, they want to keep going their old way. I asked external contact and external source of gas. Because it's getting colder, I got no electricity, we got solar power. I collect cans to eat. I'm a diplomat with minimum 700 million royalties on my account on one. 7 million that I gave back to Kate and her fucking house. Because that bitch don't contact me either. I left Middleton status for a reason. They feel cocky, they don't want to call, guys. A video solution is really sweet with the butterfly kisses. Oh, I'm sorry you miss Fabiana. Oh, la la la. Yeah, she got 55 million too on the fine, right? Well, I had 150. Mom and dad-in-law had 150. At least my mom-in-law jumped and stepped up in Finland and in the United States. And that's where she got killed and assassinated. That's the people that disappear, man. Now, and then they promise you, as a judge, full protection. Oh, full protection. Then why did the Nozo end up assassinated with his mitaki in her neck with a light brain stroke while her brother, sister and 2 kids were killed? And the judge of Strasbourg in 2013-14, her sister and 2 kids got killed. And the guy who popped 150 on my official bank account, created by my wife, after we married, Fabiana Maria Middleton, so-called Maria Middleton in Belgium from 77 somewhere, eh? When a Trump in April changed my name and they start acting that. But December, when I was in Hustler, they already changed the Facebook profile. And I reported that to the US Army. I had nowhere else to fucking report. Nothing from Canada. I had nothing from MI6. I had nothing. There, Luke created it. January 9 in the morning, 2021, I sent 3 fucking emails with my tablet Galaxy 2 from the Kai of Calais on Purple Bar and the Hilton Hotel. Mayday, they have these devices, they attack with it, and I blast through a fucking Armenian military shield. That's UK, France. What does an Armenian military shield do there, right? Then you see how much shit that they used already on that same night when they were attacking in Paris and all, on people who also were stolen from their paper, because that's the first thing they do. Now, when my paper gets stolen and they think to continue and they invested trillions and trillions and trillions, and I can assure that, fraud cash, and some motherfuckers came in me, Axe, you cost me so much money already. Finished. That's how I react. I hear a kid say, Daddy, because her daddy's forced with a tokkie in her head. And SRTs around him. Has to beat up somebody else. So, you got Syrians in the United States. They most likely came over wormhole. They also had to pay $3,000 for, and they got paid to do shit. Many don't want to do that, and they opt for the help on rape. They're already persecuted before they enter. Now, then you already have people who are forced in the direction. 1, to earn cash. 2, to travel there, because Syria ain't fucking Turkey, Italy, France and UK. And then now Belgium is gonna arrest 20 people, human traffickers, who so-called had a warehouse with boats and external engines. But the police earn cash on it. They even spot for them at the ocean. and not to grab him. The cash comes back, ma'am. That little boat comes back empty. Remember, fishing boats meanwhile come in with swap of weapons. They dock on the other side of the harbor and that cash went to Marseille. Now, I see Danish guns coming. That's like a white gun with an 8 clip. That was more than 10,000. Plane flying over from the United States, police informing that it was a Danish plane. Then we're gonna go to the so-called organizations who had MI6 planted. RCK, Elise, a so-called Australian bitch, never wanted to take a drop. Never, ever. Came crying to me in Belgium already because she wanted to give me a blowjob if I gave her her papers. Never wanted to take a drop. Lizzie McGuire, her alias. Then Susie McMillan, so-called teacher, working for Care for Calais. After that hit. That bitch was so-called Lisa in the United States. She did nothing else than fuck over. Escar, living in my block. Here's a garbage bag. Maybe you can take food out of there. This is how you get treated as so-called valid. Are you wondered that these guys act like that and think to say that I'm a bum and all when they withhold you from all your basic rights and everything that you do? After you lose your wife and they say you're a royal? Your status. And you get in your face this. Oh, axe, when the atomic bombs blast in January. When it scorches, it scorches. Same week you get stabbed too, of course, and you see 40 people disappear. And you help one from Paris. She disappeared too. Josh, dick in her. Do me a favor. Bam, back to Paris. Finished off. Back to where she belonged. Welcome to Secret Service. I left for a reason. Axel out.